So the area that I'm standing in right now is called Humu'ula. The flow that's coming down Mauna Loa is a Humu'ula flow. Now that flow has some very interesting history to it. I'm going to share it with you right now. Back in 1935, when Mauna Loa erupted, the lava flow came down the slopes of Mauna Loa and headed in the same path that today's flow is on. That flow in 1935 reached the area that I'm standing in right now, known as the Humu'ula flow. That flow stopped at the base of Mauna Kea. Once it stopped, then it started to pool. Even though the leading edge of the flow stopped, the flow on Mauna Loa continued its output, thus creating a pool of lava in the Humu'ula area where I'm standing in right now. So as the lava started to pool and inflate, it eventually broke open and started to head towards Hilo. Now as it was headed towards Hilo, it was flowing at a rate of about 1.5 to 2 miles per day. And that's when the head of the Hawaii Volcano Observatory at that time, Thomas A. Jaggard, that's the name of the museum that's named after him at the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. So Thomas came up with this idea to divert the lava flow. How was he going to divert the lava flow? He wanted to use explosives. Initially he was going to use packed donkeys to pack the TNT in, but that was too difficult and it would take too long. Next idea he came up with was airplanes. So he contacted Lieutenant Colonel at that time, George S. Patton. Yes, the famed General George S. Patton. But at that time he was a lieutenant colonel, and he was in charge of the Army Air Corps, which is stationed on Ford Island at Pearl Harbor. So anyway, the idea was to drop bombs on the lava flow at the source of the flow to either stop it or divert it. So the planes, it's called Keystone bombers, they each had 2 bombs. Each bomb weighed about 600 pounds. They took off from Hilo and they proceeded to fly up to Mauna Loa and attack Madam Pele, attack the lava flow. They dropped their bombs. Out of all the bombs that they dropped, several of these bombs never exploded, and they were embedded in the lava flow. All the other bombs exploded. The lava flow did not stop. It continued on to Hilo. But however, it did stop a few days after the bombing commenced. Thomas A. Jaggard claimed that was a success, and the flow was stopped or diverted, even though a lot of other scientists dispute that claim because the flow did not stop when he bombed the flow. Several days later, the lava flow fizzled out. Okay, so now this story, true story, gets even more interesting. In 2000, I think it was 2020, when I was hiking up on Mauna Loa, I stumbled across some unexploded bombs in a lava flow. As soon as I seen these bombs, I knew immediately what it was. It was the unexploded bombs that were dropped in 1935. So I am walking in the actual lava flow that erupted on Mauna Loa in 1935, and the military, along with Thomas A. Jaggard, who came up with the idea and posed his idea to George Patton to bomb the lava flow, to stop this lava flow right here that I'm standing in, that erupted in 1935, because they was afraid that it might go all the way to Hilo. So they flew some airplanes, 5 Keystone bombers from Ford Island in Pearl Harbor, and they came down, flew over between Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, and attempted to stop the flow with bombs. And this is the lava flow. I'm walking in the lava flow of 1935. on Mauna Loa, and I happened to come across bomb craters and also bomb fragments. I always wondered which flow it was, and I happened to come across this flow. As soon as I seen the bomb craters and the bomb fragments, I knew this is it. I also came across a bomb embedded in the rock that went through. We went like this. The bomb came down, hit the lava, it went through, and it went underneath, and it didn't explode. So you got part of the bomb sticking out inside a lava tube, and the other half is the tail end of the bomb sticking out on the top half. I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you something that you almost never come across, and actually is very dangerous. It could be dangerous, and by no means at all should anyone touch it, should I even touch it. But I'm gonna show you what it is. Alright, I'm in this little lava tube, very small, and I came across this. What is that? That is a unexploded bomb that was dropped from an airplane, and it penetrated the top of the lava, and apparently it didn't explode, and it's stuck in the ceiling. I believe the primer for that particular munition, that bomb, is gone, because I'm going to show you the top half of that bomb that was dropped from the airplane, and it is right here. So this is the top half, came down from up there in the sky, and it didn't explode. But right here, right there is where your primer is, and I can see that the primer's not here. But either way, I'm not going to mess with that, and I'm going to leave the area, and I guess I'll report it to somebody, whoever. But by the way, I know a little bit about this stuff because I used to be in the military. I was a combat engineer, and I also was an ammunition supply specialist, and I took care of a lot of ammunition, you name it, C4, TNT, Bangalore torpedoes, 50 cal, munitions for a whole battalion, and I was the ammunition guy. So I dealt with explosives and munitions a lot. I mean, a lot. So being around explosives and munitions is nothing new to me. It's been a while since I've been in the military, but I used to transport, distribute, and store, not airplane bombs, but bombs nonetheless. So, and a lot of landmines, anti-tank mines, booby traps, like I said, C4, TNT, and so I've been around munitions a lot, and I know a little bit about this stuff, but I'm not going to touch it, and I guess I'll get out of here right now. Alright, let's go continue on and get away from the bombs. So yeah, I was hiking up there, and then I came across two intact unexploded bombs that were dropped on a lava flow about 78 years ago, between 70 and 80 years ago, 1935 or 1942. I reported it to the state, and right now I'm going to meet one of the DLNR officers up at the spot I'm going to pinpoint. I'm going to actually show them exactly where the bombs are at.